I wish we got names. Like, I feel like those were... some of them had to be prominent leaders of the Alliance. It's like, I'd be okay with just an image.
Sorry for making you wait. Negotiations went long.
I see. Negotiations?
Nothing to worry about. They tried convincing me to stay on as a mercenary, but I said no. I've been considering a different kind of commitment instead.
Oh, really?
Less of a contract, more of a promise.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, I like that.
Good. I thought you might want to follow Fodlan tradition and exchange rings.
Sounds good to me. Oh, that's a nice one.
Right, that's that. Shall we be off?
Sure thing. Is there anything else?
What's wrong? Were you expecting more?
No, just wondering.
We've been fighting together for so long. No need for words. I've said enough. Right?
Yeah. But it is, but still.
I can see this is important to you. Fine then. I vow to stay with you through all of life's many hardships. I will stay by your side, and you'll stay by mine. I left Dagda, crossed through Bridget, and came to Fodlan on my own. I chose the life of a mercenary, alone, and free to live wherever and however I pleased. Now I'm choosing to remain here, to live the rest of my life with you.
That makes me happy. Every time Shamira said she would talk about leaving, I got worried. I was like, no, please don't.
Is that enough? I'm just embarrassed.
Hey, I am more than satisfied. That's more than I was expecting to get. That was wonderful.
Look at us. We have no idea what to do with ourselves.
Fair.
But you're right. This is a special day.
Oh.
Now then, are you ready to go?
Ready when you are. Or, whoa, I thought we were... Hey.
Fine. We can stay. I've already made a fool of myself. No point in trying to avoid it now. So, what else is there to talk about? Oh, right. Remember when I mentioned how much you have in common with my old partner?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think that's actually true.
I was kind of hoping that.
I didn't want to admit that I was attracted to you.
Oh.
So I convinced myself that I was just pining for the past.
Nah, Shamir, you awesome. You awesome. Okay, I see you.
I was worried that revealing those feelings would ruin our friendship.
Wow.
Anyway, it's your turn to talk. Tell me about your past.
I don't know. Shoot.
You're lucky I love you. Otherwise, I wouldn't let you get away with an answer like that.
Fair, I feel bad that I don't have more to tell you. Nah, that's what I needed right there. I saved, didn't I? I could theoretically pick No, I couldn't, because they made you pick before the battle. Oh, here we go. So this is how games normally end. First off, we get a summary of all the battles. Hilda should have been the first one. She got that crit on Edelgard. And then Leonie was the second, Red Canyon. Ignace the third, Raph the fourth. I was the fifth. Leonie the sixth. What was that? Underground Chamber. Was that the map? Battle of Eagle and look at that. Then I think that's when I realized that Leonie was OP. After she almost got, she got swarmed by enemies, and I was like, wait a minute. Leonie's kind of awesome. So I feel like that's gonna be the common thing. Oh, and then we got the paralogs as well. But this is only half of it, at least I think. They normally do a little something else at the end, but we'll wait. Oh yeah, Lawrence got... Oh, Lawrence, Holy Tomb, which when Edelgard revealed herself. Younger Leonie to older Leonie. It's amazing just how much... Yeah, just... This is a Leonie show. If there's... I forget if there's an overall MVP, but definitely she got it. She definitely got it. But I'm wondering if Marianne was one. the Great Bridge. Really? Huh, that's a surprise. Zero was one? Yeah, he attacked many enemies at once. And Claude was only an MVP at taking Fort Merceus? Interesting. Confrontation at the palace. Stand strong at Shambhala. And then Fotland's New Dawn. Fitting. Very fitting. Oh wait, this is the best song. Dun 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 dun. Oh, yeah. Dun 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 dun. Anna's business proved to be a great asset in post-reconstruction. Yeah, of course she disappeared. Of course, it's Anna. Darn it. This is what we have, guys. Where a summary of the history of every character. So it goes by, I think, anyways. Once all the fighting came to an end, Alois took the position of captain. Oh, yeah. Well, that's fitting. My father didn't really want to do it. Alois, he's definitely fits the bill. Yeah, what happened to them? She returned to her hometown. Teaching position. Interesting. Oh yeah, she's great for that. Like, I think she'd be a great teacher. So yeah. What did Bernadetta do? She inherited it. Oh really? Oh man. Alright, I kind of want her to end up with Wrath, if I'm being honest. Eternal loner. Darn it. Really? That's interesting. Why would she leave? Wait a minute, what happened with Rhea? What happened with Rhea? Well, they might tell us. We'll see. That's right, I actually did bring Mercedes in the battle early on. That makes sense. That makes sense. If I didn't bring Ingrid in, and that's the reason she doesn't end up with Claude, I'm gonna be kicking myself. Inequality done by... That's a good goal, Hanneman. That's a good goal. Magical tools that can be used even without the aid of Crest. That's nice. What happened with Manuela? Really? Well, that's good. That's good. At least she was happy. Aw, shoot, don't tell me. So, nothing with my Scythian Cyril. Well, alright. So I'm guessing that implies something happened to Rhea. Wow. What? What do you mean Flame disappeared? Wow, several centuries. Wow, why did they do that? Is that something they just have to do? Survivor of the curse and free spirit. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute, neither of them got with anybody. Really? Huh. Interesting. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe not. We'll see. You know? What? No! Darn it! So I don't know if Lysithea survived her crest or not. Man! The Blade Breaker 2. Yeah, of course. What the heck is with... So... Well, I'll know for next time. I'm assuming their ranks. Leone! Alright, well, dadgummit. I guess that's fitting. I didn't really fit... So yeah, because was Raphael and Ignatz, was that their... They didn't get with anybody? Wait, what? Why? What? Ignatz married Maya? We didn't even see her. Okay. Oh, okay, good. All right, that's one I wanted, at least. Caught left for Elmira. His father was the king of Elmira. Wow, okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, that to me was perfect. But dadgum, I didn't mean for friendship to be... I'm the leader? Man, I wish Claude could have been it, but I understand. At least he didn't disappear into the wind like a certain someone. My bodyguard. Captain... Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect, man. Oh, we got... Okay, kids were made. Okay. What about Rhea and Sothis? Sothis? Oh no, that's it. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I should speak about the game, even though it's really 1/3 of it. I loved it. I loved it. It was... If I can give... Well, no, let me speak about the amazing stuff first. One, the supports... I loved how they were done in this game, and they need to be, I feel, done like that in future games. I also think I do like how the, ooh. Hey! I wonder if this is a separate part from the, Yeah, I probably would, because the battle would have been too long, and I feel like this could be its own episode. I loved how they made it to where we had a unique group we focused on. One of the problems in many Fire Emblem games is that eventually you got too many units to where it was like, okay, who do you focus on? And at the end battle, you would never use all of your units, right? In this, it's like you have a main group of students to focus on. You could recruit all the other students, but realistically speaking, it's beneficial not only for you to focus on a group of students for their supports, but also for their battle prowess. You don't want your experience divided between too many units. So to focus on the units you've been growing with and, you know, having a strong bond with, and they're mainly in the story, it helps. And you can mix and match with like 1 or 2 other units, or potentially 3 if you don't include Flane in your house. But I always considered Flane an honorary 10th member, and then there was, you know, the 11th and 12th. But I would switch between Flane, Shamir, and Cyril. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that with the Blue Lions or the Black Eagles. If Flane even joins the Black Eagles, like, that just... I don't know how that would go. She is Sethleen. Why on earth would she join Edelgard if she means to attack Rhea? But anyways, to go through all... I love... The one flaw I think I can find is Leonie's B support. Well, I shouldn't say one flaw. The main flaw, the flaws that I could see, the few flaws. Leonie's B support should have been changed to where it wasn't locked, because it unlocked at the worst possible time. At least if it happened naturally, then that's like okay, but I had it unlocked a while ago, and it unlocked when he died, and it seemed like I didn't appreciate him. Really caused some beef there. And then tone down Leonie's obsession with our father. It doesn't happen in other supports. Though I do think she didn't really have a loving bond with anybody else, so I think her ending fits. But, and also Edelgard, it seemed like not based on how Edelgard's character did, like how it turned out. Like no, Edelgard's reveal as the Flame Emperor was wow. Not because I couldn't anticipate it. Well, I couldn't because I felt the game wouldn't do that, because she was advertised as the main character, so to see her as the villain was quite the shock. And then how she did it was also quite a shock. Wait, Constantine? Hold up, I shouldn't look at that. I saw some names I don't recognize. But seeing the game kind of seemed to feel like we had a close attachment to Edelgard, and I feel like, especially when she was like my teacher, it's like we weren't really her teacher. We joined her for, like, we saved her life, if that was really saving her life and not a plot by her to get us on her side. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised, but the fact that it made it seem like we would have a bond with Edelgard that was different from all the other students we had to take out, that was kind of weird to me. And how they made it seem like the Avatar had special feelings for not wanting to take out Edelgard. So those are really the only two. But other than that, I didn't have a big problem with anything else of the game. I do wish that... okay, Judith. Since she's just showing up on the screen. Why wasn't Judith included in the party? Like, I don't get that. Uh-oh. Shoot, I hope that doesn't cause an issue. I'm gonna watch my recording carefully. But I don't get why Judith wasn't in, the... Focus. Why Judith wasn't a party member? Like, why didn't she have support? Like, she was actually a prominent member in the actual story, and she had animations. So I don't get it. Even if Claude and myself were her only two supports, I don't understand why she wasn't an option. Like, I couldn't do anything with Judith. Couldn't get my sword rank up. Couldn't like, she was basically just there. She didn't even show up in the stats for what happened to my party members. So that's a little weird. And annoying, because I really like Judith, and who knows, maybe she might have changed some things, but at least it made it easy to stay with Shamir. But I also wish that I could have seen, of course, Hilda's brother, but stuff like that, it's not too important, especially since in older Fire Emblem games it was always portraits, so they could easily make a sprite for characters we barely see. But now, since everything's 3D animated, I do wish we could have seen that. Another thing is, I would have liked for Claude's route. Okay, I heard early on that people said Dimitri's route was more personal, and I can see why. Claude's route seemed like he was more focused on world peace, and Edelgard just seemed to interrupt that. I heard somebody say that they believed Edelgard was doing what no one else would do. I feel like that's false to say, because I don't know about Dimitri, though I feel like it's the case, but I know that Claude was waiting to graduate Garrick Mach. He was gathering information to prepare for his approach on how he would, fulfill his dream. Edelgard just ruined things before either him or Dimitri could graduate. Like, think about that. If Dimitri and Claude graduated and then Edelgard tried to do what she did, it would be a lot harder, So I don't feel like she was the only one who was gonna do something. I just feel like she just struck first, and she happened to be against the two of them. So who knows what would have happened if she didn't strike. But I also wondered, what happened with Rhea? Did she perish? I don't know that. But overall, I love the game. It had some amazing plot twists. I wasn't even expecting that. For me, for a Fire Emblem game, all that's required is for it to have good gameplay. Which, as long as it's not super easy, I'm cool with that. I feel like the hard mode was a good hard mode for new people new to the game. But considering I didn't even use the turn wheels, it's like, well, I did that once, but that was because of a new mechanic I didn't even realize. And then once I knew about that, I made it to the end of the game. Nobody in my party died. So from that standpoint, considering if I didn't even need the turn wheels, the difficulty, if I had to compare it to other games, if I don't include the turn wheels, it's hard to say, because for me, I grew up with the Fire Emblem games, so games that I feel like might have been harder were just harder because I was younger, and not as experienced as I am now. Like, a lot of the techniques that I did, it was because of I experienced something in my past that really messed up my day because we didn't have turn wheels back then. And I remember to keep stuff like that in mind in the future. Like how I tend to move Hilda last, to kind of make up for my mistakes. I didn't always do that, and but we made it. But yeah, if you're thinking I'm tired of the game now, absolutely not. I'm interested to see how Dimitri's route is gonna go. Get used to his characters. I might want to take maybe a few weeks off just to gather my wits about me. I'm not sure, but I want to play more Fire Emblem. I've been playing the mobile app since it came out, and I think it came out 3 years ago, and I'm still playing it. So that just goes to show you, as long as we got a new story, we got Cornelia to deal with, we got the DLC, Dimitri's isn't a worry, and I got Maniac mode. That's going to be a lot harder than Heart mode. I'm gonna give everything I got with that mode. I'll use the DLC because I have it. It makes no sense not to use it. Well, I mean, it does if you just want a challenge, but I feel like Maniac mode is a challenge itself. And I'm unclear if I want to use the turn wheels, maybe once per map. I just feel like the amount they give you is still too much. If you truly want a challenge. But I don't know. But we'll see when I actually get there. I don't want to speak on it now. I would love to get to the Garrick Mach and see about the supports and everything, or for who I want to include. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna miss Claude. He is one of my favorite lords of fire. My favorite lord of Fire Emblem, I think, right now, is Claude. Maybe that's because I'm just recently new to him, but nah, man. We had too many, I think having a playthrough also helped, but Claude's my man. I'm gonna hate going against him in this next route, but we'll make it do what it do. But I will give the Blue Lions my full support. The Black Eagles, well, we shall see. If you're worried about any route on me completing, as long as people don't tell me what Edelgard, her deal is, then I will always have a reason to play it. If you do, then the reason to play it goes drastically down, because then I'll play plate mattening, and am I supposed to press something? Okay, I was, I think. Oh, that's from a New Game Plus. Okay. So this. Oh, is that just it? She's just sleeping? You carry over your in-game data to... Wait. New game saves are indicated by a SOTHIS mark, which I see now. Wait a minute. You retain your renown in higher battalions as well as your shop and saint statue levels. You can also use your journal to spend renown to unlock professor levels, support levels, skill levels, combat arts. So I can unlock my professor level, support levels, skill levels, combat arts, and abilities gained from mastering class skills that I unlocked in my clear game save. Wait, that was always a thing though, right? Receive items containing crest powers based on the choices you made in your clear game save. What? Crest items? You mean the weapons? Alright. Well, let me double check that. So, oh, it's all right there. So professor level, support levels, skill levels, class abilities, and crest items. All right, so the only thing I wanted initially was the support levels, because I felt like if I was friends with, everybody before, I kind of wanted to continue that trend, because while I want the characters to still recognize me, in a sense of... So, yeah, I just want to keep that rank up because I still care about them that way, You could even say that causes a hardship when I go into battle. However, I was told that if I do not do the... Well, let me see something. Well, I mean, I would want a New Game Plus file. I don't want to start right now. What I'm curious about is... Well, first off, I was told a couple things. One, the side story can be done within the game. If somebody knows how that is done, would you I don't want you to... Would somebody recommend me doing that? Because the side story... Oh, hang on. I probably don't want to look at that. Or maybe I can. Yeah, let's see. Different from the main game following ways. Growth. Units will level up, but skill levels will not increase. Units will change class, but cannot give new certifications. Okay. Oh, and that's Rhea, I think. Or Saros. And it's Rhea. Rhea's her real name. You have for weapon durability. There's a finite amount of golden ore. Good. For each battle, use shops around the abyss or battle prep menu. Around the abyss. Wait, where's Maniac? Or Maddening, I meant. It doesn't work for the side story? So then can I not do it? Okay, well, that's something I would like you guys to tell me. So if you can tell me, one, how do I tackle the side... Can I do the side story with the main story? And if so, can I not do that on Maddening? That's one question. Two is, I want it... Well, okay, I guess that question would kind of be something for me, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to still have my supports. But if I'm missing out on doing something for the New Game Plus, like, obviously I feel like doing Maddening mode my way, like, like I did hard mode with no turn wheels. That was incredibly difficult, And why I didn't get some reward for that? Well, because I did use one, to be fair. Oh, I could have restarted that map. I'm just curious if there's a reward. I know there's some sort of thing that you get after completing Maddening with no New Game Plus, but also I feel like I'm missing out on stuff by not doing a New Game Plus. I guess, how do you think I should do the New Game Plus without spoiling stuff? That's the second thing I want to ask. Should I do it for Dimitri? Should I wait for Edelgard's route? Should I... Well, as far as what to include, I mean, you guys can give your input, though I'm pretty sure I'm confident on what I would do. But still, if you manage to convince me otherwise without spoiling, please keep that in mind. Even if you feel like you want to tell me something, but it would spoil something, don't say it, because then the admins will just delete your comment and I'll never see what you want me to say, or what you want me to see. Alright? With that said, thank you all who have joined me on this incredible journey so far. And I guess I should say one last thing. If you happen to continue to watch the video all the way through, I am actually planning to get Breath of the Wild. I'm not sure if I will play that like in intermission. Like, it wouldn't be the entire time, because I know Breath of the Wild is, or could be, a lengthy game depending on how you play it. I don't know much about it. I don't know, like, it'll be a blind playthrough, pretty much like Fire Emblem. But I was thinking, like, while I'm waiting between rounds. Although, to be honest, I might continue pretty soon, because the opening maps aren't that long. They might be challenging, but not that long. So, curious about that. But we'll see. But for now, this has been Blade. Thank you all so much for watching the Golden Deer route, and I hope to see you all with the Blue Lions.